Okay, welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana, and we're pretty excited. We get on here a few times throughout the week to share what we've come across, an amazing program, product, and obviously an opportunity that also goes along with that. For me, I came across this amazing opportunity 2 years ago now. I was literally just working, trading time for money, as most of us do. At the time, I was a mum with a 3-year-old and 11-month-old. I'd only just returned back to work and had actually gone back on promotion from one government job to another government job. So I went straight back into full-time hours, kids straight into full-time care, long hours commuting at the actual job. It was very stressful. I was taking work home with me. A lot of education behind that as well, a lot of upskilling, I guess. I was responsible for a team of people. I was taking work home with me. I was on call. Needless to say, with a baby that wasn't sleeping as well, I was really burning the candle at both ends. Look, I love eating. I love my whole foods. I love my 3 to 5 meals a day, smoothing, juicing, all those beautiful things. But clearly something wasn't working. So for me, a post came up on a local page in Melbourne, Victoria, and it was all health, wellness, all, family friendly, work around your children, help other people in the process. Just ticked a lot of boxes for me, but I was super skeptical and it all sounded too good to be true. But I reached out to this girl that I'd never met before, asked her 100 questions because I've also owned a traditional business myself before. So I had many questions I needed answered. She was wonderful in that she helped get me those questions answered, and then asked me if I'd heard of the program, the Juicy Body Transformation, or Juice Plus. I hadn't heard about the program, but I was super pumped to hear that it was Juice Plus, and I had no idea that there was an opportunity that went along with it. So I thought, why not? I'm going to jump on board, do the product, have a go at it myself, even though I don't think it'll do anything for me, and get my husband on it because I had been researching it for him. He's a typical bloke, just eats meat and potato, had a massive gap to bridge. And, I thought I might as well do the business. Might as well get the product a bit cheaper, share it with a few friends and family because it was just fruits, vegetables and berries in a capsule. We all have busy lifestyles. We can all value from that. But within doing the business, within 4 months, I was able to go part-time. Within 10 months, I was able to resign. So I've now been a stay-at-home mama since January of last year, which was never on the cards to do so. I'm career-driven. I need adult interaction. I need to bring in an income to help support my husband. And lo and behold, it had done that. It had replaced enough of my income that I could be home with my kids. And since then, obviously, it's even grown more. So I'm super thrilled to get on here and always share some of those exciting things that have happened to me. But tonight, I'm handing over the wheel to a couple of the other girls who are going to have a go at sharing what it is we do. So I'm going to hand it over to Catherine, who's going to talk about our product and our program with you. And then a couple of girls are going to share some of their results. So I will just spotlight you. Take it away, Catherine.
Hi, thanks for letting me share tonight and share about our amazing products. As Jana had said, she had started taking the product. She had young children who, one of them didn't sleep. I met Jana through Mum's Group, and one of them didn't sleep. And she was saying how much energy she had. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm a mum of 3, and at the time, my youngest was 6 months and my oldest was 3.5. And I was that sleep deprived mum. I was having to have naps when my children had naps. I was having to put them in front of movies. I just wasn't being the mum that I wanted to be. So I reached out to Jana and I'm like, what is it? What are you doing? So that's when she told me about Juice Plus. And I love that. I asked her some questions, and you could have it breastfeeding. You could have it, I found out, when you were pregnant, which was amazing. And I loved it. It was just common sense. It's just real food. It wasn't made in labs. It's not made full of synthetics and things like that, like our multivitamins and a lot of multivitamins that I was on while I was pregnant and breastfeeding. So I want to share with you our hero products, which is our trio. Show the labels. So this is our fruit, vegetables and berries. What I love, with these, you can read the labels. So with our green ones, which is our vegetables, there's carrot, cabbage, kale, rice bran, broccoli, beet, tomato, garlic. It's amazing for the fact that you can read the label. You don't have to have a dictionary to go, oh my goodness, what is that? And you know, for me personally, I don't like kale. So I love the fact that, you know, you get this amazing superfood that everyone raves about in these and you can't even taste it, which is amazing. So we also have our fruit, which is another variety of apple, pineapple, peach, prune, orange, cranberry, papaya. I've never eaten papaya in my life, so I have no idea what it looks like, to be honest. But I love that, again, that it's still in here, and, you know, that we are getting this variety and they work all in synergy together, which is amazing, because sometimes we don't get the variety that our body needs. And lastly is our berry blend, which is amazing, full of antioxidants, which is great for brain health, cognitive health, and disease prevention of the brain. It's also, I found that it is, for me personally, and with other stories as well, with other people, it's great for hair, skin, and nails. And literally all it's got is grape, raspberry, bilberry, blueberry, cranberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, blackberry, elderberry, artichoke. It's amazing, like, and it is all works together. So there is no warning labels on them, so you can have them breastfeeding, you can have them, you know, when you're pregnant, unless you're actually allergic to, say, a pineapple or something, anybody can have them, which is amazing. So what our company does is we have farms co-located to our factories. It is all our fruit and veggies are grown on the farms. There's no sprays, anything like that. And they are left on the vine till their peak ripeness. They are then picked and then they are taken to the factories. They are then put onto a conveyor belt. They're squashed down so the pips, the skin, everything is in it. They don't take anything out. It's all squished down like kind of like a big slushy. And then the water is removed. So, and coincidentally, so is the sugars, which is amazing. So there's then into powder form, and then it's slowly heated at a low temperature and dehydrated, which keeps all the enzymes intact and alive. And then it's popped into a vegan capsule, which is amazing because it breaks down so easily. So even for those who don't like taking capsules, you can throw it into a smoothie and it dissolves really quickly. So the other thing I do love, I'm not huge on science at all, but I love that all the science is behind it. And there is over 30 peer-reviewed studies, medical studies on our products, and they actually do what they say they do. So with the studies, they say that it reduces inflammation, it protects cardiovascular health, boosts immune, DNA repair, gut health, dental health. And again, people have said, come back with stories after being on them, their hair, their skin, their nails is so much better just by adding these variety into our bodies and starting from the inside coming out instead of always working from the outside in. Another product that we've recently got, which is our newest product, is our omega capsules. So these are all plant-based. So they've skipped the fish and gone straight to the source of the plants, to the algae, which is amazing because if you're allergic to fish or you just don't like the taste of fish oil, I know I didn't and it was horrible, and I really struggled getting fish oil. These are great because they seriously don't taste like it at all. They're actually quite yummy to taste. But our companies want to bridge the gap. So that's what our products are all about. They're bridging the gap because science, like they say, the government say have to, 2 to 5, but really we should be having 9 to 11 variety of fruit and vegetables a day. And not every day is perfect. So it's amazing that they had wanted to bridge that last gap. But why did they do it? Our bodies are amazing. We can repair our skin, we can make hormones, we can even repair liver damage when, whether you've had something medical or you've just drank too much and things like that. Our bodies can do that. However, we can't make omega in our bodies and the fatty acid that our bodies need. So this is just literally bridging that gap. So, which is amazing. So the other products that we do have is our complete powders. So these are great, especially for busy mums, people who go to the gym before and after. They're great for recovery. I know my partner has them after karate. He sneaks a shake every now and then. But they're also great for the kids after school. for a healthy snack and things like that. And they don't know that they're getting all this amazing superfood into them. Like they're in here, like you've got your pea protein, you've got mushroom powder. For those who don't like mushrooms, there is only 3 sources of vitamin D, which is mushrooms, pomegranate, and the sun, of course. And I know for me that when I was pregnant, I was so depleted in vitamin D, I was having to take supplements. But I love the fact that you can get that in these, and they taste delicious. So we have our 2 flavors. This is our French vanilla and our Dutch chocolate. So yeah, and you can even make them into pancakes, into ice creams and things like that. So like I said, yummy snacks for the kids. And our last product, which is my favorite, is our fruit and vegetable kids chews. So they're exactly the same as what's in the capsules, but they're just in a chewable form. So great for the kids to have. My kids think they're a lolly. I've actually got to stop them taking them. But they're also great for people who don't like swallowing capsules, and older people who, if they can't chew or like swallow the capsules, these are also great. So we also, as part of one of our studies, especially here in New Zealand, Australia and New Zealand, we have the Kids Eat Free study. So if you are an adult on the product, and you can sponsor a child between the ages of 4 and 18, absolutely free for up to 4 years, as long as you're on the product, to have these, because they're amazing. Our company is a company with heart. So it just wants to look after our next generation, our children. And there's so much inflammation in our bodies that we're just trying to do the right things and get the variety into our kids. So we've had some amazing, like with the study already, we've had some amazing results about kids pooping better, sleeping better. Concentration at school's been amazing. And for my children going through daycare and coming into kinder and school this year, their immune is so much healthier. They have less sick days, they're less time off for mums who are working. And yeah, it's just been amazing for them. And like I said, my 4-year-old will eat them like lollies. He will loves to tell everybody that he eats vegetables, but in all honesty, I've got to hide them for him to eat them. So yeah, it's been great for that I know that before 8 a.m. he's got a variety of 17 fruits and veggies into his body, and he doesn't even really know it. He just thinks they're a lolly, so it's been amazing. So, and also we have, like when we're putting things into our body, we start to crave those things. So if you're putting crap into your body all the time, you're just going to crave more crap. Whereas now my kids are actually, like I said, my 4-year-old, he will eat a capsicum now, whereas beforehand he would just turn his nose up at it and go, no way, Mum. He's actually looking for those things now. So capsicum, carrots and fruit and things, whereas beforehand wouldn't even touch it. So that's amazing. And for that, I'll just have those guys on them for life. So the other amazing thing, so they're our products, but with our products comes our amazing program, which is our Juicy Body Transformation. It is an online program. This is just a hard copy so you guys can see. It's all online. It has amazing recipe guides. I think there's about 7 ebooks now. And you popped into this amazing community online group where you have motivation, inspiration, you'll have people like ourselves, like you just want to be around like-minded people, which is amazing, because especially for myself being a stay-at-home mum, sometimes the 4 walls, start to confine you. So you get to reach out to people and have an amazing community, and we're all there just honestly to have a healthier, happier lifestyle. And our program, it was made by the amazing Kira Westwick, along with a sideline of a heap of amazing people. But Kira is also a mum and a foodie. She was in the top 10 of MasterChef 2014. And she just knows what it's like to be a busy mum who doesn't have time to, cook, make long dinners and things like that, or 5 different meals. So if you're trying to eat healthy, but you have to cook the kids something else as well, or the husband who doesn't like eating what you're having, it's quick, easy recipes. that are family friendly, deprivation free, which is what I love, because like Kira, she's a bit of a chocoholic too, but I love my chocolate, and I love that I don't actually have to miss out on those things. So with our with the program, it comes with, we've got pantry guides, shopping guides, you have cleansers, detox. It really meets people where they're at. So that's what I love about it. So, and to really bring to life what I've been talking about with our products and program, I'm going to get the amazing Kia to share some her story of how it came into her life and what results and what she's looking forward to. So I'll turn it over to Kia.
Thanks, Catherine. So the product came into my life actually about 2 years ago when my sister actually came across the product. She's been trying to get me to do it for the last couple of years, and I keep putting it off. But it's gotten to the point I needed to focus more on myself, as I've been in and out of hospital since I was 13. I just didn't have the energy to chase after my kids as well as working. And now, since taking the product, I have more energy. I have awesome fingernails for one, which I absolutely love. And my kids they're not a big fan of the chew, so they're actually going on to the tablets, which I'm hoping will help, especially my 9-year-old, who can be quite a handful. Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
So what other results have you had between the family, and why do you love sharing it?
Okay, so not only, of course, you guys know my sister's on it, but so are our parents, and they're doing really well as well on the product, which has been helping them since Dad has a lot of medical problems himself. And I want to share the product because I want to help my friends and my other family to be more healthy, to have a better life, and to hopefully, some of us are in a position where we want to get out of our jobs and be happy in one. So if I can help them have a healthy life and get them a little bit of extra money, that would be awesome, as well as helping myself and them along the way.
Amazing. Well done. I'll take you off because I know it's nerve-wracking having yourself on there. And she's super new at sharing this, so well done, Kia. And you know what, Juice Plus is big for is we mums put ourselves to last, and that's definitely something. So if you haven't realised, she is my sister, and I'm the sister she was talking about. But you do put yourself last for such a long time, and for the first time, she's putting herself first, looking after her health, and then that's obviously then propelling down into her children and now her friends and family, which is a really beautiful way. And that's why I love this business and what it is we do. So now I'm just going to touch a little bit on the fun money, how the business really sort of works. Not the fun money, you're not quite there yet. What am I talking about? A few of those little questions that do pop up when you go look into the business. This is all around a different way tonight. I've lost total track of where I'm meant to be. But when people do consider this business, we have those beautiful people that reach out to us and say, oh, what are you doing? It's one of those structures. It's one of those schemes. You're going to be working for someone sitting pretty up the top and you'll be doing all the work or whatever. That's traditional business. All right. I was with the government for 12 years. I was with the Defence and with Department of Human Services. You start at the bottom. Oh, you can start in the middle. You can even go straight to the top if you've got those skills. But the person sitting pretty at the top does all the delegation. The people down the bottom do all the work. And we see that each and every day when we go into, each week when we go into our supermarkets. They've all got their CEO. They've got various promotion levels. The CEO delegates down to his board of directors, state managers, area managers, site managers, section managers within the store, and then we only see the people stocking the shelves, the people putting through our shopping, And, you know, they might be happy there. They might be happy sitting there for 2 years, 20 years, however long they like. But a lot of them, they might be career driven. They might want to upskill and then go for some of these middle range positions. But to do that, they've got to elbow kick, make sure that they're shining star. And in a lot of cases, it's not even what you know, it's who you know. So, you know, when I came over from one government agency to another, I came into this middle range section. The people below me, I was meant to be looking after, but they didn't want a bar to do with me because I'd taken the position they wanted. All right. So, you know, it is really quite cutthroat. And even in the supermarkets, you're noticing less and less of these people because they're getting replaced by electronic tellers. We're all shopping online now. So we're only running in for milk or toilet paper. So you need to just run through the electronic teller. So these guys are now don't even have job certainty anymore. They're being told they need to look at another store that's got some of these positions still free. They need to upskill. They need to do our shopping for us or deliver it. Or they need to look at some of these middle range positions. Starting down here in traditional business and working your way all the way up to here, slim to none of that ever happening. The chances of you being a CEO of a business like that, you know, you need to be in it for 40 plus years to know it ins and outs and everything to do about it. Do lots of study and do all that stuff for, you know, quite some time. This position normally comes from externally. They've done it elsewhere. They've got those skills behind them. And, and on the way to that path to do that, you're just going to be, you know, definitely not spending a great deal of time at home, being with the people you love, all right? There's no real work-life balance in a lot of traditional businesses, and that's definitely what I found in my government job. What I love about what we do, it's literally that, but on its head. We don't live our life around our jobs with what we do with Juice Plus, which is a really unique thing. We literally share this opportunity, product and program around our lives. You know, I pay a one-off fee of $165 to have this business. Sure, we have promotional levels, but guess what? We all come in at the same level. Virtual franchisee, all right? We can't come in. Even this guy down here has been watching what I'm doing. He wants my freedom lifestyle. He can't just come straight up to NMD or even the middle range positions. He starts off as a virtual franchisee. I link arms with him. I sponsor him. I nurture him and look after him, do teach to teach, help him get to each of these promotion levels. If I don't do that, I don't grow. I'll stay in the position I'm in and my business won't grow. This is all about linking arms with people, helping them create success how they do it, how they choose. You know, lots of people come in for different reasons into this business, not necessarily for it to be their career or their vehicle to change their lives, but there's no rush. You can go as slowly or as quickly as you want. There is no pressure from anybody. It's really unique. And everybody that comes in as a virtual franchise gets that opportunity to grow their business to the top position, which is NMD. All right. There is no set money up there. There is no roof on there. You can keep growing your business as big and as wide as you like just by helping people and then nurturing and doing teach to teach. If you're driven, willing to learn, and you're teachable, you can create whatever you like with this business, which makes it really fun and unique to do. The only thing that I was worried about when I came into this business, because I'd come from the defence where I had a security clearance, and because I was a mama, I deleted everybody off Facebook. I wasn't even using social media. So I didn't think I knew enough people. But the girl that introduced me to the business, Lauren, all right, she showed me. You know, I was all enclosed. The walls were caving in on me. I didn't know how to talk to people. How was I going to share this business? She showed me how to just share my journey, share on social media, talk to my sister who didn't want a bar of it to start off with, but look what, she's come around on her own terms, and how to share it with work colleagues, share it with, you know, your best friends, your sporting colleagues. What happened for me after that was I had a few beautiful people that wanted something from the product and program as well financially. I had my best friend, Lindsay, who, you know, knew that I loved fruit and vegetables, knew that I loved health, thought if I thought it was valuable, she definitely wanted it for her family. And once she realised she could be getting some of her money back, she jumped on board. Catherine, who we heard from tonight, she had amazing results. She posted that on Facebook. It went viral. She wanted me to respond to them all. And I said, hey, how about you have a go? How about I show you how to help these people? and you get your product cheaper or for free and not worry about buying nappies and your groceries. And then Steph was just the love bug, loved the program, loved the product, got amazing results. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner. The product's been around for 28 years. How had we not heard about it? And she wanted to share it with more people. I showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me. Got them on an event, showed them a few things. Then we got all these beautiful clients. But also what happened was the same thing. They found a few more people that wanted either the product cheaper. They wanted to create a holiday fund. They wanted to pay out their credit card or their loan. And this thing just started popcorning out all over the place. Just naturally, just by having conversations, sharing their journey. And the girls just did the same thing. Teach to teach, showed them exactly what they did. Who did Lauren know at the beginning? She didn't even know me. She found me I found her on social media on a day where I wouldn't, I just happened to look, and I would normally not respond to it, but I did. And since then now she's met me, obviously, Lindsay, Catherine, Kia, and Candice, who's about to speak soon also, all because we just shared our journeys. It's an amazing product. It's an amazing program. The study to back it, the results to back it, it's different for everybody. Inflammation is different inside each and every one of us. So our results are so different when it comes to me, to my husband, to Kia, to Catherine. So it's pretty cool that way. The other thing when it comes to business, we're super lucky because we can share it in over 29 countries. But here in Australia and New Zealand, we have an amazing business plan. All right, so we get paid 3 ways. We get paid in retail profit and we get paid in commission. All right, we paid a one-off fee of $165 to have this business, which blows my mind. I've had a traditional business before. I paid a fortune for it. Then I paid weekly, monthly, and yearly cost to keep it running. I pay $165, and all I do is share my journey and help people with their health. So I get retail profit from helping those clients, and I get commission. All right, that builds up what we call our residual income or our beach money in the background. But then we have our bonuses. Our bonuses are cool. They're like an incentive to help you grow strong and wide at the beginning. But like I said, there is absolutely no pressure on you. These are great. They're there as an incentive to help you. We help you try and get DVF done in your first 10 to 30 days. And you get a nice little bonus for doing that. The first big bonus but is Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. I mean, you probably introduced the business to maybe 1 or 2 people by then. You get a $400 bonus for that. But also because we're a teach-to-teach business, your teacher also gets that as well for helping you and guiding you to get there. The next one is Sales Coordinator. You probably introduced the business to 5 or 8 people by then. You get a $600 bonus for that. And your teacher, for helping you get there, gets a $600 bonus as well. All right. I'm just going to grab Candice now. And Candice is going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what exciting things have happened to her so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Thanks, Jana, for allowing me to share. I got into the business about 15 months ago, and at that point I was a stay-at-home mum for about 4.5 years. My life was okay, don't get me wrong. We were very blessed, healthy, loving family, but we just began to see less and less of my husband. He was working a lot of overtime and weekends. And the kids also really just started seeing less of their dad. We made a decision, my husband and I, that I would start to look at another option of getting another income in. But I just, in my head, I was just so crazy thinking I just didn't want to leave my kids with anyone else. I also suffered from postnatal depression after the birth of my first child, which just really made me so much more anxious about leaving my children with anyone else but me. So, yeah, as I mentioned, 15 months ago, I was introduced to the business and I responded to a post on Facebook. Everything pretty much just aligned with me at that point, and I really just jumped straight in. The product aligned with my health and what I was all about, and I was pretty excited about experiencing some changes with my health, considering the depression and the health sort of sicknesses that I went through into inflammation that I sort of went through, which was the dermatitis in my hands. I also suffered from endometriosis, so I was pretty excited to see some changes with that. But the thing that really drew me in the most about wanting to be in this business was the community. From day one, I've just had so much guidance and support, and never in my life throughout a business, working in hospitality or working in a bakery where I've never been around that. So I was just really super excited and drawn to it, because as a mum staying at home, there was just something missing for me. And I was just excited about wanting to not really earn, but have that goal of having my husband home more, so potentially being able to make that income for him to be able to stay home more with kids and with my kids and with me, or with our children. So for me personally, I've just grown so much within this business, and I'm just super excited about that I have this gift now, and I can just share it with women who want and need more in their lives, and help them to be able to achieve that. Thanks, Jana, for letting me share.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And look, you know, Candice shared, you know, some amazing points there. And honestly, people come into this for so many different reasons. Like I said before, it could be just to get the product cheaper, could be for a holiday fund, it could be to bring your hubby home. We've got so many defence families, FIFO, even for my hubby who, you know, runs his own business. He's here, but he's not here. You know what I mean? So to be able to reduce his hours and then, you know, get us into, you know, a caravan and start travelling Australia, that's our ultimate goal. So it can be different for everybody, and we all attract a certain type of people. So it's always fun, and we all come from all shapes of life, so we all add value to this amazing team. It's definitely a relationship business. Community support is just endless. You're never on your own, which is really beautiful. The next one is senior sales coordinator. You probably introduced the business sort of to 10 to 16 odd people, and you've probably got about 30 odd under there. Things really do start to change here where you spend your time. That's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. The next one is QNMD. You probably introduce the business to, you know, sort of 16 to 20 odd people, and you've probably got, you know, 80 odd people sort of underneath your van as well. You're on about your bonus is $1,500, and your teacher, and the top one being national marketing director. That's a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money and they don't need it. I just want to point out here, these are only the bonuses that I'm talking about, all right? You constantly got this residual income growing in the background, okay, constantly ticking over and growing. That has grown for me every month that I've been in the business. These are great. They come along and they fluctuate my pay up and down. I've been fortunate enough to hit all these, but you don't have to hit all these. If you don't, it's not a big deal. But as you bring in people, you offer them this beautiful gift, you get the opportunity to get these teacher bonuses, these 4 big bonuses. So if you bring in 2 people, you want to help them try and hit these, because you get the teacher bonus as well. So bring in 2 people, bring in 20 people, bring in 200 people. You've got that opportunity for those bonuses each and every time. So that's literally sort of us in a nutshell. You know, we've got an amazing program, amazing product, some amazing people to work with or to, you know, do the program with. You definitely got support whether you choose it for your health or for your financial purposes. Yeah, it's just an amazing thing to be a part of. I think, you know, our program is no diet, no deprivation, it's no calorie counting. It's something there for the whole family, including the blokes. You know, health is definitely something that people are always looking to look into and to take care of, but it's a hard thing for people to get started on. Our program sets you up for life. You can have a kickstart with an 8-week shred, or you can jump straight into the program that's going to look after you and guide you for life. A massive thanks to everybody who shared tonight. If you are watching this and we didn't answer all your questions or you missed it, the start there will be a recording, or if you are watching the recording and we didn't answer all your questions, please reach out to whoever invited you tonight and get those questions answered. A massive thanks again to everybody, and thank you, and hopefully we see you all again